third person singular, meaning but God is one. What Paul is saying with contextual fluidity and his argument to the Galatians is that the law comes through a mediator, in which in this case is Moses, and that mediator implies two parties, in which is God and Israel. And so the promise to Abraham did not come through a mediator. Why? Because God alone unilaterally guarantees it. And so if we just
Oh, I
contrast
see.
that, right, as law through a mediator and a covenantal promise in which is directly from God, if we also take the comparative analysis of the two-party covenant with a one-party covenant, so there's a law, then there's a promise, the law of a two-party covenant, and then the promise of a one-party covenant, and then the law of a conditional, and then the promise of an unconditional, of a covenant of grace. So Paul is not making a statement about the number of persons in the Godhead. He's making a statement about the number of covenantal parties involved. And so I just think this fails grammatically when we look at it, because the eis is equals to one person. But in the Greek syntax, eis means one, but the semantic domain depends on the noun that it modifies. So here eis is predicated off of theos, not of person. So Paul is speaking of God as a covenantal party, not as God as one person. So if Paul meant one person, he would have used prosopon, right? Or he would have used hypostasis, or a construction like eisen prosopo.